Most people associate intelligence with sharp answers, fast reactions, and the ability to dominate conversations. But emotional intelligence works differently. It doesn't rush. It doesn't compete for control. It listens, absorbs, and responds only when necessary. And this is exactly where Selena Gomez stands apart. Her power has never come from being the most outspoken voice in the room, but from understanding emotions deeply enough to know when silence, vulnerability, or restraint carries more weight than words. From a young age, Selena was placed in environments that demanded emotional maturity long before most people develop it. Fame doesn't just test talent, it tests regulation. Pressure, judgment, comparison, and expectation arrive all at once. Many crumble, some harden, others lash out. Selena adapted differently. She learned to read emotional landscapes, both her own and others. That ability didn't make her louder, it made her more precise. Have you ever noticed how the people who understand emotions best rarely feel the need to explain themselves? One of the clearest signs of her emotional intelligence is her relationship with vulnerability. Selena doesn't use vulnerability as a performance. She doesn't overshare for validation or dramatize pain to control narratives. When she opens up, it feels deliberate and grounded, as if she has already processed what she's sharing. Emotional intelligence isn't about exposing every feeling in real time. It's about knowing which emotions are ready to be shared and which still need protection. She also understands the difference between reaction and response. In moments where public pressure demands an immediate statement, Selena often pauses. That pause isn't avoidance. It's regulation. It's the ability to tolerate discomfort without letting it dictate behavior. Most people react to reduce tension. Emotionally intelligent people sit with tension until clarity arrives. That's why her words, when they come, feel calm even when the topic is heavy. How often do we mistake silence for weakness simply because we're uncomfortable with uncertainty? Another defining trait is her awareness of boundaries. Selena knows that empathy without boundaries leads to burnout. She has stepped away when needed, not as an act of retreat, but as an act of self-respect. Emotional intelligence includes recognizing limits before damage occurs. Instead of pushing through exhaustion to meet external expectations, she chose preservation. That decision didn't distance her audience, it deepened trust. People sensed that she wasn't disappearing out of disinterest, but out of honesty. Her emotional intelligence also shows in how she relates to others. Selena rarely positions herself above her audience. She doesn't speak down or present herself as someone who has everything figured out. She often communicates from a place of shared experience rather than authority. That creates psychological safety. People feel seen, not judged. Influence grows fastest where people feel emotionally safe. Isn't that the kind of presence that stays with you long after the moment passes? Midway through this reflection, pause for a moment. Think about the people in your life who make you feel understood without saying much. Those who don't rush to fix, but know how to sit with emotion. If this perspective resonates with you, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts in the comments. Conversations about emotional intelligence only deepen when we bring our own experiences into them. Selena's emotional intelligence also shapes how she handles criticism. She doesn't internalize every opinion, nor does she fight them all. She filters. That filtering is crucial. Emotionally intelligent people know that not every voice deserves access to their inner world. By choosing what to engage with and what to let pass, she protects her sense of self. Over time, that stability becomes visible. You can feel it in her presence. It's steady, not reactive. There's also a strong element of emotional timing in her choices. Selena doesn't force healing narratives before they're authentic. She doesn't rush closure for public consumption. She allows processes to unfold privately before sharing insights publicly. That pacing signals maturity. It shows respect for her own emotional rhythm. And in a culture obsessed with instant resolution, that patience feels almost radical. Her emotional intelligence extends into how she navigates success. Selena doesn't frame achievement as dominance or superiority. She acknowledges support, chance, effort, and vulnerability alongside success. That balanced view keeps her grounded. Emotional intelligence isn't about confidence alone. It's about humility coexisting with self-worth. She embodies that balance in a way that feels natural, not constructed. Even her quieter moments communicate emotional depth. Selena understands that presence isn't only expressed through words. Tone, timing, absence, and restraint all communicate emotional awareness. She allows space for interpretation instead of controlling perception. That openness invites connection. People don't feel managed, they feel respected. What truly sets her apart is that her emotional intelligence isn't selective. It doesn't appear only in curated moments. It's consistent. Whether she's visible or not, the emotional tone remains the same. That consistency builds long-term trust. People sense alignment, and alignment is far more compelling than intensity. As this reflection draws to a close, consider how emotional intelligence shows up in your own life. Where could listening replace reacting? Where could boundaries protect clarity? Selena Gomez demonstrates that emotional intelligence doesn't demand attention. It earns it quietly, steadily, and over time. If this exploration changed how you think about strength, vulnerability, or influence, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Share how emotional intelligence has shaped your life, or how you're learning to develop it. Sometimes the most powerful conversations happen in the quietest spaces.